Welcome to Trending Niches episode number 62. Today I've got a bunch of trends on Amazon, Etsy and Redbubble. And by the way, in case you weren't aware, I have a free email newsletter where I send you a 7-day print-on-demand crash course and additional tips and tricks every few weeks. You can sign up to the newsletter via the link in the description. One trend that you need to avoid is one that I actually found on Etsy this time, and it's I cry a lot but I'm so productive. And can you guess what this might be related to by looking at these design styles? If you guessed Taylor Swift, you're correct, because that's exactly what it's from. It's, I think, from one of her song lyrics. Again, very, very common. It's trending on Etsy. We've got the Tortured Poets right here, the keyword of her new album, so definitely avoid this trend. It is directly linked to Taylor Swift lyrics. One of the newest and best emerging trends at the moment on Amazon Merge is the British Blue A13 colony lead. As you can see, there is a lot of designs doing really well. The top seller, 47,000 BSR, only published 4 days ago. The next one, 66k BSR, published 4 days ago as well. And there is a lot of new badges right here popping up with decent BSRs. This is a trend or a sub niche for July the 4th. And that's why I think this is still going to do really well over the next few weeks. And there's definitely a lot of potential to sell right here with new listings. So check it out. It's doing really well at the moment, and I hope it will help you get some sales. So with Father's Day sales now dropping, the next biggest event is definitely July the 4th. And whilst I was doing my research about the Independence Day niche, I noticed one sort of theme popping up a lot amongst new listings that have started to sell. You can see those newcomers right here in the Seller Trends tab, and the design style that's doing well is bra. So again, mixing this sort of new trend of bra with July the 4th, an upcoming seasonal holiday, seems to be working well for people because most of these listings were posted less than 10 days ago and they're already starting to sell. Some phrases that you can see is bra, it's 4th of July, we've got all American bra, do you even fireworks? Sometimes there's literally just an eagle graphic with the word bra. So there's many different ways to approach it and try and be unique and stand out. Like this person, for example, this was only posted 2 weeks ago. It's got a 400k BSR, so it's selling decently, and it's an eagle graphic seemingly created with DALL-E 3 or maybe Kittle AI, and it has bra written on the chest, which looks really cool. And I'm not showing you this to tell you copy this and create another eagle. I'm saying try and use this as inspiration and be creative as well. So rather than just copying sunglasses with the same text layout, think outside of the box. What else can you do that resonates with people, which could also sell in this sort of niche? You definitely want to include American flags if you want to target July the 4th with this. But yeah, besides that, try and be creative and try and use bra in combination with July the 4th. Another very new trend that popped up recently is voting for the outlaw. This is, once again, another trend related to the election that's coming up. This is to do with Trump. So quick warning, I don't know if this is safe on Amazon. Sometimes Trump niches are a bit risky and they get deleted eventually. But the fact that there's so much interest right here on Amazon shows that this trend could also work on other platforms. That's typically the case for me. If I try a trend on multiple platforms, if it's doing well on Amazon, it usually also sells somewhere else. Not everywhere else, but at least on like a couple other platforms, it usually works too. And in this case, we've got quite a few designs that have this sort of cowboy western text style. They all seem to be copying one another very, very closely, or almost exactly, really. So yeah, definitely don't do that. I like the idea of having this upside down flag. That's pretty cool. And yeah, besides that, you can expect seeing some Trump graphics right here. Lots of good BSRs. The first row goes from 70,000 to 160,000. So definitely a lot of demand in this trend. Next up, a bit of a strange trend. We've got It Is I, Your Fairy God Possum. Not sure why this is trending. Maybe it's some sort of social media meme or trend. I didn't see any specific issues with this phrase, but yeah, I mean, these are all very new listings. There is one published 6 days ago with a 200k BSR. Then we have one 3 days ago with a 250k BSR. And these are all very close to one another, so again, don't copy the other people. You can use the same animal, of course, and the same phrase, but come up with a unique design instead of just copying the exact same style right here. And also notice there's not very much indexed on flying research, which probably means that this trend or this niche is lower competition than some of the other ones. But also at the same time, the demand seems to be a little bit lower, with the top seller having 200k, just so you know. And here we go with another sort of sub niche to July the 4th that suddenly starts to pop up and trend. It is a bad day to be British, pretty funny design, and there is quite a few listings right here that were posted less than a week ago and that have started to sell. All of the top sellers, by the way, are on a white background, which is interesting, so definitely don't discredit uploading your designs on white as well for Independence Day, as well as maybe try the light blue, because there's one design selling right here on a light blue shirt as well, and it does kind of fit the colors for this event as well. So try it out. There's a few American flag designs selling, but here it's just simple text designs that seem to be doing best. Moving on to the Etsy trends, the first one I've got for you is Pregnant Girl Summer with 670 results. The top seller in this niche is generating $11,000 per month at the moment, which is crazy. This one is about a year old, but as you can see, there is a lot of listings with a listing age of 2 months or less. So we've got 1 month right here, 1 month, 1 month, and there is a bunch of t-shirts as well as sweatshirts selling as well. It's mainly t-shirt based though, as you can see. We've got some groovy text, some simple text-based designs, and different colors as well. Some are black, some are the typical sort of white beigey style that you see. So yeah, there we go. Interesting Etsy trend that's probably going to do well throughout summer, and the competition isn't that high with 670 results. Moving on from that, here we have You Look Like the 4th of July. This is a very hot trend on Etsy at the moment, and the phrase actually goes on. It also says, makes me want a hot dog real bad. So very long tail keyword right there, and there's a lot of designs with that typical red, white and blue color scheme right here that are selling well. If you look at the statistics, it's quite impressive actually, because a lot of the top ranking listings have an age of 1 month. So they're very recently posted and they're getting hundreds of sales per month already, which is crazy. So that shows the Independence Day trend is doing really well on Etsy as well. And this seems to be a very hot trending sub niche with a lot of new and emerging listings doing very well. So definitely check it out and potentially try it on other platforms as well. Now, since the election is one of the biggest trends of 2024 for print on demand, I wanted to also show you a quick update of what's selling really well on Etsy related to Trump 2024. I'm showing Trump, by the way, because Biden shirts seem to sell less than the Trump niche. It has nothing to do with my political opinion. I just seem to find a lot more Trump trends than I do Biden trends, that's all. And what I noticed right here is that there's a lot of new shirts popping up with a listing age of 1 month. So definitely a lot of potential to still sell in this niche. And the top seller actually says, "Get in loser, we're taking America back." Very hard to read on the design, but you can see it in the title right here. But there's also some other interesting trends such as Make America Cowboy Again, which I'd never seen before, that phrase, and there's some new listings doing well with that. We've also got Thug Life right here. Let's Go Brandon. This is actually an older listing, 32 months old, and that's definitely an old Trump related trend. I wouldn't really bother with that anymore. Here we've got another Get in Loser design, but more with pink lettering. There's been some pink trends related to Trump, like this Daddy's Home. I think I've shown that in a previous episode. So yeah, definitely check out some of the new and emerging Trump trends if you want to target the election 2024, because there's a lot of sales volume across multiple platforms and it's only going to get more and more towards the end of the year. Next up, we've got Squeaky Wheel on Redbubble. It's trending with only 22 search results, and I'm not sure what this is actually related to, but it says the squeaky wheel gets the grease. I think this is just a common saying. Not sure why it would be trending, but as you can see, there's a few designs here, none of which look really that exciting or good. So yeah, it's a low competition trend, and the designs look quite bad, so there is potential to create something new that looks a lot nicer. And yeah, check out the Squeaky weird trend. It's a bit strange, but there seems to be some interest right here on Redbubble. The next Redbubble trend is tracheostomy with 43 results. And for those of you who don't know what that means, I'll read out the Google explanation here briefly. So a tracheostomy is a procedure to help air and oxygen reach the lungs by creating an opening into the windpipe from outside the neck. A person with a tracheostomy breathes through a tracheostomy tube inserted into the opening. So with that in mind, some of these designs will probably make more sense to you. We've got a bunch of animals right here, a giraffe, a panda, an elephant, a bird, and they all have a tube around their neck because that's what they're breathing through. That's the idea. We've got tracheostomy warrior right here. There's also a ribbon for tracheostomy awareness. Seems to be purple right here, the color scheme for this awareness topic. And yeah, besides that, still we can see a bunch of animals. We've got some dinosaurs, we've got an axolotl. That seems to be the common style that people are interested in, or at least are selling right here in this niche. I could see it being an evergreen topic as well that gets you sales occasionally throughout the year, and the competition seems to be pretty low, at least on Redbubble. And here we've got probably overstimulated, again with the trending indicator on Redbubble, and only 42 results. So another micro niche that's trending on Redbubble. And in this case, we've got kind of two dominating design styles. One is simple text with sort of fun, bubbly fonts. And then we also have these name tags right here. Hello, I'm probably overstimulated. We've got a green one at the top and then the purple one as well. And I think this is an underrated design style, to be honest. I could see that working across many different niches. I also like this badge design on the right. That's a really neat layout and it works very well right here. Nice color scheme as well, and I like the use of the fonts and the smiley graphic in the middle. So yeah, interesting trend on Redbubble. Might be related to, you know, excess phone use or something like that, or social media use. I'm not sure exactly where it stems from, but there definitely seems to be some interest, and it is again very low competition. If you're also interested in finding evergreen niches, then you would massively benefit from watching this 1 hour long video right here, where me and Adam do some live evergreen niche research.